What's up everybody, and welcome back to another video on our channel. We've been trying to post daily videos on here, so I hope you guys are enjoying them. It's been pretty fun making them, and it seems like you guys are enjoying them, so we're going to continue to do that and give you guys as much value as we can. If you haven't yet and you're new to the channel, my name is Carson. Go ahead and like and subscribe below this video. My brother and I are running a virtual land flipping business and teaching others to get into this. So in this video, I'm going to be breaking down how to find buyers and builders for your land deals. So you got a piece of land under contract, or you're trying to find the builder or buyer beforehand. Here's exactly what you can do. I break it down in two separate ways. So if you have money to go ahead and spend on softwares and systems, how to find thousands of buyers, or if you don't have money and you want to do it for free, I break that down in the beginning part of this video. So for those of you that do have money to spend or don't have money to spend, this will be for you. I break down how you can find a bunch of builders, how you can actually reach out to these builders, what you're going to say to the builders, and how you can sell your deals directly to them so you can make $5, $10, $15, $20,000 on a deal. So without further ado, again, if you haven't yet, go ahead and drop this video a like, subscribe, and let's get right into it. How to find buyers for free and how to find buyers the paid way. So the first way I'm going to go ahead and do this is I'm going to show you how to find cash buyers in minutes for your vacant land deals. And again, the first way I'm going to show you and the easiest way I'm going to show you is going to be a free method that you can start using today in this business. So let's go ahead and jump into everything here. The first thing we're going to want to do is jump into Zillow.com. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is hop onto Zillow.com. This is the free website that we use, and I'm going to show you how you can go ahead and find buyers using it. So first things first, let's go ahead and go into an area. So this is an easy area to go ahead and show because there's tons of sales, there's tons of new houses going on. So this little city, this little zip code right here, Lehigh Acres, is very, very good for wholesaling land, and we've done tons and tons of deals in here. So let's go ahead and zoom in to Lehigh Acres, and we're looking around this area. So for easy reference, I'm going to pretend that I have a vacant lot under contract in this area, which of course I do because we do a lot of land deals out here and we actually own some, but I'm just going to pretend that I'm going to pretend that we have this vacant lot under contract. 114 Pearson Street. I'm going to write it down for reference. Okay? 114 Pearson Street. And just because I know the area, I'm going to say we have this under contract at $15,000. We have this under contract at $15,000, and I know that I have builders here for $20,000. So we can make a $5,000 spread. But if you don't have a builder like me, if you don't already have a builder or buyer beforehand, which if you've seen on our other channel, Carson Buys Land on YouTube, I made a video how to find buyers. But if you don't already have a buyer or a builder locked up beforehand, here's exactly what you do. So you have this property, 114 Pearson Street, under contract. This one right here that we're looking at, okay? What you want to do is you want to zoom out a few times, okay? We zoomed out. You're on for sale, home type, deselect all, click houses. Why are we clicking houses and why aren't we clicking land? Because we want to call the home builders. Who are the home builders? The people building all the new construction houses that we see on Zillow. So how do we get it to just new construction? Here's how. Click apply, click more, scroll down, and then year built. This is the key right here, year built, 2024 or newer. Boom. Look at all those new home builders right there. There are 104 new homes built in this little area right around my vacant lot that I have under contract, guys. Do you see this? Lennar. We've sold to Lennar. Holiday Builders, Century. Holiday Builders, Lennar. So guys, what do you think you're going to do here? There's Lennar and there's Holiday Builders that have 5 houses built right where my lot is. If you're thinking what I'm thinking, you want to go ahead and call Lennar or you want to go ahead and call Holiday Builders. Well, how do you get their phone number? It's easy. You open up a new tab, okay? Lennar Home Builder, Lehigh Acres, contact. And it literally pops up. Lennar phone numbers, gives you the person to call. If you click on Lennar and Lehigh Acres, it's going to pull up right here. You click this button, contact us, and you can go ahead and submit your information and they'll call you back. And I'm sure if I looked for one more minute, I could get their phone number. But let's go again. Holiday Builders, Lehigh Acres, contact. Boom. Lehigh Acres, Holiday Builders, phone number. Guys, that took me 30 seconds. I would call up Holiday and say, hey, I just got this vacant lot under contract for $15,000. Do you want to buy mine for $20,000? Boom, I just made $5K. On to the next. It's that simple, guys. It's that simple. That's how you find a builder. And guess what? If these first two builders didn't say yes, let's go back to Zillow. Who's this? Christopher Allen Homes. Okay. Christopher Allen Homes, Lehigh Acres contact. Boom. Here's D.R. Horton. D.R. Horton bought over 96,000 lots last year that you can reach out to. I have land to sell D.R. Horton. Submit online. You can literally submit the land directly into their website online right here for D.R. Horton. They bought over 96,000 lots last year. We have a $20K deal closing with them in a few days here. Guys, does this make sense? It's that simple. That's how you do it for free. So if you had that lot under contract, you would call all these guys, and I could just scroll for days and keep calling these people. That's how you find the home builders. So there's the home builders. You reached out to all these people. They probably wanted to buy it, every single one of them, and you probably sold a deal to each of them at this point. But if you haven't, we can go even one step further. One more free method that I'll give out on this channel, because you guys are here today and you're listening and you're paying attention. I'll give you another piece of sauce right here. What you want to do, go to sold, okay? Now instead of being on houses, we want to click on lots and land, okay? Lots and land. Remove the year built. Make sure it's last 90 days. Okay? Now, low to high, and let's get some decent sales. Not the highest ones, almost the lowest ones that have sold in the last 90 days. We're going to call these people up. 22,500, 23,000, 23,500, 23,500. When I click on these, it's going to give me the contact information for the realtor. And I'm going to call up the realtor and I'm going to say, hey, Mrs. Realtor, my name is Carson. I see you just sold this property over on 39th Street Southwest. I have one over on Pearson Street. I see you sold yours for $23,500. I'll give your buyer mine for $22 and I'll pay your 3%. So you pay out her commission. She gives it to the buyer at $22 plus closing. You're still walking away with over $6,000 profit. And she's going to help you sell it. And she's going to make $600 for making a phone call. And then you guys can do repeat business over and over again because she probably has a bunch of buyers that are buying land in this area. Does that make sense? And vice versa, if my lot was over here. Same thing, guys. Look at all these sales. Last 90 days, 173 sales in this one zip code right around this property. So, first thing you're going to do is you're going to go on for sale right here. Home type, houses, more, 2024, year built or newer. Call these guys up. Call these guys up, offer them the property. If you can't get a hold of any of them, or if they say no for whatever reason, you go to sales. You go to lots, and you call these realtors up, okay? You call these realtors up. Now, that's the freeways. Those are the two freeways, and you've probably already sold your deal 5 times over by now. But if you haven't, and you want to spend a little bit of money on a software, this software can help you find buyers. What software is this? PropStream.com. If you look in the description, there's a code to get 30 days free. Code 7, the number 7, FF30, 7FF30. You can click the link down below, use the code to go ahead and get a 30-day free trial. But what PropStream does, okay, so if you've seen my other video at Carson Buys Land on YouTube, I made a video, how to pull a perfect list. What we do when we're pulling a perfect list for motivated sellers, there's a few different things we look for. We want to make sure they've owned it for a long time. We want to make sure that they paid extremely cheap for the property or got it passed down. We want to make sure they're an individual owner. And we want to make sure that it's vacant land. Those are the most important criteria that we're going to be following. So, keeping that in mind, what do you think we're going to do when we're pulling a buyer's list? We're going to do the complete opposite, if that's what you're thinking. So, let's say I'm in Lehigh Acres. It's going to pull up every single property in Lehigh Acres. 126,000 properties, including houses, including multifamily, including land, including everything, guys. So, you click this filter button right here, okay? Click on vacant land. This is going to dial it down in half, basically, down to 76,000 properties. Now, we want to go to not on market. Actually, no, we can keep it on market. So normally we'd go not on market if we're pulling a seller list, but we can keep it anytime because these buyers could buy on the market, off the market, doesn't really matter to us. So keep that at any time. Again, this is reverse from a seller list. If you watch that list at Carson Buys Land, how to pull a perfect list, this is the opposite, okay? So keep that in mind. Years of ownership. max 1, okay? What does this mean? They've owned these properties that they're buying for less than 1 year. Normally, we'd want to make sure that they've owned it for at least 5 years so they're not a savvy investor, they're not a builder, and they're not somebody that wants to have real intentions to build on these properties, excuse me. But again, we're wanting to get the builders, we're wanting to get the buyers, so we do the opposite. They've owned it for less than 1 year, meaning they just bought it within the last 12 months. And normally, we'd click individual, mixed, trust. Now we're gonna click corporation, okay? That dials it down to 3,900 properties. This dials it down to people that have purchased vacant land in the last year in Lehigh Acres that have the property in an LLC or a corporation. We're getting close, okay? Now, last sale price. Normally, we're selling this for $20,000. I would say that the seller paid less than 15, right? Well, on the seller list, I would put 15,000 max for the sale price. What do we do here? Min, $20,000, okay? So these people have all paid over $20,000 in the last year under a corporation for a property in Lehigh Acres in the last year, okay? That's it. Now we view these 3,000 properties that are left. 3,000 properties, guys. And when I pull this list, I'm not gonna show you all these people's information. Actually, I might be able to, let's see. Lehigh buyers, YouTube video, save, okay? So now what this is gonna do is it's gonna save my list onto PropStream. And when I click on this list in PropStream, you're gonna see how many different buyers and builders I was able to just pull in what, 2 minutes there, pulling a list? So give it 1 second here to download. And then, okay, 3,086 properties have saved to Lehigh buyers YouTube video. Now, you click on my properties, you wanna go to date modified, click on this list, okay? This is what just pulled. Owner, first name, boom. Look at this, guys. And I'm not gonna show you them all, but are you kidding me? 3,900 buyers that purchased in the last year for over $25,000. For over $20,000, excuse me. Look at this. Insane, guys. So I'm gonna jump back over to here. But do you see what I'm saying? The free way, you can easily get 5 or 10 buyers that you can reach out to buy your deal. The paid way, I just got 4,000 buyers within 2 minutes that would want to buy my deal. So for everybody that says, I'm having a tough time selling my deals, or where do I find buyers, or where do I find builders? Guys, it's the easiest part. When you get a good deal under contract at the correct price and you're comping correctly and doing this process correctly, it's the easiest part to sell these deals because these builders and buyers make more money on the back end. Guys, we're buying about 5 to 10 lots a month from our students right now because we can't help ourselves because it's such good deals. We're buying and holding these for the long term. We're building on some of these properties. We're doing a lot more development now, and we can't help it because when you bring somebody a good deal, they can't help but purchase it. An easy example of this is a Rolex. Let's say a $20,000 Rolex. You can get that $20,000 Rolex at $5,000, and you don't need to be a watch dealer to sell it for 10. You don't need to be a watch dealer to make money on that Rolex. You just made $5 grand selling it for 10, but it's not because you're a watch dealer. It's not because you know a lot about Rolexes. It's because you learned how to get that at a discount and then sell it to somebody else to where the price makes sense. So that's exactly what we're doing here, but we're just doing it with one of the most expensive products in the world, land. Okay? And we're able to do this completely virtually. You just needed your laptop to do it, whereas again, this is Lehigh Acres, Florida. I flipped properties here when I was in Tulum, Mexico. My brother and I have flipped properties here when we were over in Dubai. My brother and I have flipped properties when we were in Arizona. We flipped properties when we're in California. You don't have to go to your hometown to do this, guys. You can do it anywhere in the country, basically. So I hope this is making sense for everybody. And those are the free ways to go ahead and find builders for your deals. And that's a simple paid way to go ahead and find builders and buyers for your deals. So again, if you want to go ahead and sign up for PropStream, there's a 30-day free trial in the link down below. Use code 7FF30. And I appreciate everyone that's come on here today. And I talked a little bit about our community and students that we're working with. If you guys do want to go ahead and apply to be a part of our community or apply to work with us to help you start or scale your land flipping business, or anything trying to get into real estate, go ahead and click the button down below, click apply. There's a link right below this video in the description. And for those of you that go ahead and click that link, look forward to seeing every single one of you. And I appreciate you guys coming onto the channel today. If you haven't yet, go ahead and drop a like on this video and click subscribe. We're trying to be posting daily videos on here, so I hope you guys are enjoying them. And I appreciate you guys sitting on here with me today, and I'll see you in the next one.